So why did those who made Sandra Lee's lasagna hate it? Was it the addition of apple cider vinegar, 2 cans of tomato soup, dried oregano? What exactly was it? For Patrice, she said Sandra Lee is successful, cute, and probably a lovely person. Her tablescapes are clever and often inspiring. However, tomato soup and lasagna frightens me. LEF said this recipe is awful. To label this as Italian is a disgrace. Ricotta, tomato sauce, and Parmesan are staples in a good lasagna. And oregano, that's for pizza sauce. This is almost as ridiculous as that time she sauteed turkey cutlets with a cherry sauce. Diana said, it tasted like a frozen dinner lasagna. I was very disappointed in this one, and I will not make this again. Katie gave this recipe back in 2008 1 star and said it was the worst lasagna ever. The combination of tomato soup and vinegar gave the meat mixture a runny consistency along with a nasty taste. She's not sure if using cottage cheese instead of ricotta was a good idea either, but she'll never make this recipe again. Bob gave the recipe 1 star back in 2007 and said, forget for one moment the cottage cheese over ricotta. Forget the vinegar. But there is no way to get over cans of tomato soup instead of tomato sauce. If you're looking for an easy way out, get takeout. If you're cleaning out your cupboards, donate the ingredients before you try to make this mistake. Just the thought of it makes me want to lick dryer lint to get the taste out of my mind's tongue. And finally, Bud said, I'm at a lack of words in describing how ridiculously bad this lasagna is.
Then you're going to add 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, and make sure you get some of this fabulous oil in there. Okay. Also to this, I'm going to add a tablespoon of oregano and 2 tablespoons of the apple cider vinegar. This is the ingredient that changes the whole recipe and makes it taste amazing. So don't forget that. Now you're just going to put in 2 cans of tomato soup. This is a nice thick soup. Mix this all together. And that's all there is to it. So things right out of your own pantry. Now let's set these things aside and bring over a baking dish. And the first thing I want you to do with this is just spray this with some cooking spray so that the noodles don't stick to the bottom. Let's see how our noodles are doing. They're done. Now noodles don't have to be done all the way because you're going to bake this lasagna. You could have them done most of the way and then finish it up if you're in a hurry. Give them a good shake and make sure you get all of the water out. And then you're just going to take one of these and lay it in the bottom of the pan. And these noodles fit these baking pans perfectly. You just need 3 noodles across the bottom, just like that. Now, cottage cheese is next. My sister has improvised this recipe a little bit, and what she likes to use instead of cottage cheese is ricotta cheese, but I like cottage cheese. Now I need another spoon, and what you're gonna do is just take all this delicious meat, I wanna turn this off now, and lay it over the cottage cheese. You know, when you make something like lasagna and you're having movie night or your guests over, you know what? This is great because it's already made, it's already in the oven. You can spend your time enjoying your company, your family, your friends, yourself, relaxing, and drinking Academy cocktails, which are coming up in just a second. And then to this, you want to top it off with some mozzarella cheese. Just a bit. Very thin layers. You're going to make 3 layers in this lasagna. Another layer of noodles. Now this is my last layer. So if you want to, you can be a little bit more generous with the top because this should be everything that you have left. And then to top it off, I'm going to be really generous with this cheese. Because the cheese, as this bakes up, looks so beautiful. It's going to be just a little bit crispy, but a little bit gooey, exactly the way everybody likes it. Okay. Now this is going to go into the oven for 30 minutes on 350 degrees. This is for Kevin and Carrie, but I've already made one for me. And I've been keeping it warm on about 150 degrees. After it was baked, I put it back in to reheat it. It's like twice baked lasagna. Put this on the counter. Okay, going to put the top over because I want to taste this right now. It is so delicious. Let me grab a little plate here. this is going to be the most beautiful lasagna that you have ever seen. Look at how cheesy and delicious. Oh, yum, yum. Now, the taste test. And when I come back, I'm going to show you a fantastic cocktail. It's called an Academy cocktail. And then a great tablescape to host your party by.